I'm Ron Timmermans, one of the many hosts for the Florida Aviation Network. Today, we are broadcasting live and in the clear from NBAA, National Business Aviation Association, their Business Aviation and Convention and Expo. A long title, but for a very big event here in Orlando, Florida. Every other year they have this event in Orlando, and we're glad to have them back. Many aviation entities are displaying here today, and one of them is Garmin. With me as a special guest today, Mr. Jim Alpiser. Jim, your title with Garmin again?
I'm the Director of Aviation Aftermarket Sales.
Aftermarket Sales. So rather than selling to brand new aircraft, you're looking at those of us who already own an aircraft or several aircraft and helping us outfit them with new Garmin products.
You bet we are. There's a lot of outdated aircraft and technology out there, and we're here to serve that greater need and add more safety to the airplane and the cockpit.
Indeed, and our aircraft was one of those that was just outdated until a couple of years ago when we got a brand new Garmin panel, the 500 TXI, the 750, and a G5 as well. So they're just wonderful pieces of equipment. For aftermarket, it turns an older plane with older technology into a brand new airplane, almost as good as the new ones coming out of the factory.
Yeah, the capabilities that we can add to older aging aircraft is tremendous now, doing exactly what you said. I mean, these aircraft are incredible tools and they're built incredibly well, and with modern avionics, with modern technology in the front office for the pilot to play with, we can add so much more capability that allows precision approaches, so people are able to fly safer with products like Garmin in the cockpit.
Indeed, and it should be every pilot's desire to be a safer pilot than they have been in the past, and with the new equipment like Garmin is able to give us as aftermarket equipment, we can be much safer pilots. I'm absolutely amazed at the capabilities that I now have in the airplane, not just coupling up for instrument approaches into an airport with low visibility and low clouds and the like, but the weather next radar that's available, traffic that's available, obscurations and the like, and so it's terrain rather. It's just amazing how much it helps pilots to be safer in what they do.
Yeah, modern data link technology to provide weather, so you know where those hazards are at when you're flying around, incredibly helpful. Data link lightning is fantastic, but even onboard weather radar. Some aircraft have kind of gotten away from using onboard weather radar, but we've got incredibly diverse technology available for those that are still operating with onboard weather radar, giving you much clearer visibility and picture of what's going on in real time.
Yeah, for tactical moving around weather systems. But now recently, I guess it's a couple years ago now, you've kind of integrated all these things into a brand new package that you call Autoland. Is that right?
Absolutely.
And so how long has Autoland been available, and what aircraft is it available in now?
Yeah, so Autoland first became certified a couple of years ago. At this point, we've actually seen certifications happen on the Cirrus SF-50 jets, the Daher TBM, as well as the Piper M600. And those are some of the early airframes that have incorporated Autoland technology. The really interesting thing about Autoland is it's actually leveraging a lot of the systems that were already being installed in the aircraft. And what we've done is added a little bit more of a wrapper around all that existing technology and said, let's just have it work incredibly well together in the case of pilot incapacitation. And so with the press of a button, either by a distressed pilot or a passenger, or the technology also has the ability to sense if the pilot's being unresponsive, we can, over a series of a couple of minutes, we can take over the aircraft and safely land that aircraft without any pilot intervention whatsoever.
Wow, this is amazing. So all the technology that you've developed over the years, Autoland is kind of a collaborative electronic approach to putting it all together and making it an even safer operation for pilots.
Collaborative culmination, it is. I don't know how it gets any better than being able to take over the aircraft for a distressed pilot, but we've been able to accomplish that and certify that, and hundreds are out there flying today with this technology.
So this Autoland now is available in new airframes with Piper, Cirrus, and who else did you say? TBM.
Yep.
And do you think it will be used eventually in existing aircraft as an aftermarket thing?
We want this technology to be as accessible as possible to really any type of aviator. And so we've incorporated elements of Autoland's technology into a wider range of Garmin products. Doesn't have the full push-a-button scalability of doing everything, but there's a lot of great technology that's been added into a lot smaller, more available products for aircraft as such as Bonanzas and Cessnas, but all the way up to Citation jets as well. So if you didn't have the ability to install an entire package with Autoland, which it's a lot of effort and work, quite honestly, to do those certifications. And so right now it is only forward fit, but I do see a world in a time when this becomes more accessible to select airframes as a retrofit. And we've also really believe in the philosophy of bringing this technology down market. And so we've actually added technology called Smart Glide to one of our most popular products, a GTN 650 and 750 Navigator. So the newer TXI series basically allows a airplane, in this case the airplane is struggling, let's say the engine is starting to have issues, you can press a button and it automates a whole bunch of tasks. So now the pilot doesn't have to be distracted flying the aircraft. Our systems are going to start working together to make that part of an emergency a lot easier, so the pilot can focus on trying to troubleshoot the emergency and making sure that things are going exactly as well as they possibly can.
Well, the autopilot flies the aircraft and keeps it safely in the air until it can get to a landing spot. So I have flown with some clients that have not the Autoland, but the Smart Glide, and that is an incredible piece of equipment. So Jim Alpiser, 24 years with Garmin.
24 years.
I'll bet you've seen a lot of innovation, technology change,
Indeed.
and it must be fulfilling for you and certainly for your company. Thank you so much for joining us today, Jim. It's my pleasure to have spoken with you.
Thank you for having
I'm
me.
Ron Timmermans for the Florida Aviation Network, and I'm pleased that you would join us at NBAA BACE Convention and Exposition. We'll look for you in another interview.